Hello and welcome to Revit for BIM Training Seminars, Session 4, Project Setup. This is Part 2, bringing images into Revit. Okay, so following on from the previous video, we're going to create a conceptual mass and then we're going to use the images to get an overall concept design for our building. I can either come in via New Conceptual Mass, Metric Mass, or I can go to the large letter R, hover over New, and then go to Conceptual Mass. It takes me to the same place. Open that up. Okay, so in the conceptual modelling area, if I go to Insert, you can see we have lots of ways of importing things, but at the moment, image is greyed out. I need to be in a two-dimensional view to apply an image, so we'll start with the plan first. I'm going to go to level 1. Image is no longer greyed out. The imported image will not be visible in the project. That's fine. It's just a bit of notice for you. Navigate to your saved JPEGs. I'm going to add the plan in. Okay, it's rather large to start with because I took it with a high definition camera. So I've just clicked to apply that. Now, this is where the scale line came in. I added a 5-meter scale line to my drawing when I was doing it, so I can now use the Scale Resize tool. Click on that, read the line down the bottom. If it's not clear what to do, click to enter an origin. It wants to know where to expand from or contract to. So I'm going to click once. I'm going to find the other end of that line. I'm going to click. So I'm now scaling what should be 5 meters, and you see the numbers changing. So I can type in 5,000, enter. That reduces quite dramatically. The next thing we need to work out is where our origin is going to be. What should we call the corner of this building? That is going to be at 0, 0. Because I have drawn from the east and from the south, I'm going to place this corner of the building here onto the origin. I'm going to get it relatively near, and then I'm going to use the arrow buttons on my keyboard to locate it properly. Okay, my sketch drawing isn't perfect. It's not exactly square. The previous video showed how to rotate the original image. If I just do a click and a drag, I can just check. My top is almost right. My side wall on the left hand side wall is almost right. My base is off a little bit and my side wall is off a little bit. I'm going to call that fine for now. If I wasn't happy with it, I could select it, rotate as a modify option, and I would probably come down to here. So click and drag that rotate. Find one of the lines I consider to be horizontal, and then I've got hold of it by that line, and then click again to make the change. I'm going to undo that because I'll leave it as it was. Okay, so that's inserting the plan. I'm now going to insert onto the left-right work plane, and to look at that I'm going to look from the east. Now I can't see anything because I can't see my plan, but I know that that building corner is going to be there at my origin. So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, add the corresponding elevation, click to drop. Again, it's quite big. I'm going to select it, use my scale, click on 0. This time it's a 10-meter line, and then type 10,000. So reduce it down, drag that into place. Now I know that that corner there corresponds with origin, so I'm going to get it almost in place, and again I'm going to use my 0. Now on this long section, long elevation, I've determined that this is going to be 0, this work plane here. It's actually a sloping site I'm going to be working on, so working that bit out was a little bit tricky. Okay, lastly I'm going to go to my south and do the same thing with my final image. Select the image, select scale, click once, twice, 5,000, move it into place. This time I know that this corner here corresponds to my origin. Okay, while I'm here I'll also show you about pinning objects. If I select that object, in modify there is a pin option. That's now pinned in place. It means I can't click on it and move it anymore. I'm going to go to my other ones and pin them into place as well. So I'm now ready to start creating a mass model, which I'll continue in the next video. Okay, thank you.